Hey everybody, welcome to another amazing episode of Crash Course, the podcast. So cool to be back behind the mic again. All right, after a longer than expected hiatus from our transition from the radio station to the podcast sphere, at least in real time. I know my good friend and engineer there, Anthony, was moving us over to that platform with the radio. He was putting the segments on there on Spotify. So I guess in a sense we were in the podcast sphere, but not in the real sense of actually doing it, right? So we've been doing it now for, I guess, maybe about a month. We got some episodes out there, and I'm happy to say that everybody seems to be highly energized about it. I appreciate everybody coming on board. We're getting a lot of participation. We're getting quite a bit of hits there, or I think they measure all this stuff. I don't know. I got a long learning curve when it comes to that, but there are measurements that they use, and I'm being told that those measurements look very good, they're very favorable. People are getting excited about the Crash Course podcast. I really appreciate it. Speaking of which, speaking about the peeps, all right, you folks that tune in to listen to this show. All right, we try and make it entertaining and educating, right? Fun and educating. I like to say you have a good time and maybe you learn something, or if you don't, maybe you just get a kick and a giggle. Especially when I get on a roll, when I get energized about something. If you've listened to these podcasts, when I get energized or when I get juiced up about an issue, boy, I just forget about it, right? I go nuts. But anyway, so speaking of people, right? People that are tuning in and hearing about us, all right, and checking us out, right, and hopefully becoming steady partners, steady viewers. All right, don't forget we also have a YouTube channel. So let me do the rundown, right, as we edge into this episode here, folks. Don't forget, Crash Course, of course, is the voice of the auto body industry. All right, the only voice, by the way. There are other people out there that would have you believe otherwise, but like I used to say on the radio, whose voice do you hear other than Crash Course? All right. And we are the voice of the auto body industry and, of course, Collision Service Network, collisionservicenetwork.com. All right. That was the brainchild of yours truly, all right, about 4 years ago. So please go to collisionservicenetwork.com. Please check us out there. All right. If you like the show, if you've listened to it and you like what we're doing, you like what we're trying to do, and reach out and help the folks. All right, we like to say that we're giving you knowledge and information you need and can use, and advice you can trust. All right? That's our mantra. It's been our mantra. If you follow me on the radio, I say that all the time, but it's so true, folks. All right, we live in an age, I know everybody says we live in an age of information. Well, we do. Unfortunately, all right, a lot of the information is filtered through the lens of distortion, misinformation, disinformation, and whatever other cliche you want to put on there. All right, but that's not so here at Crash Course. All right, Crash Course, we are giving you unbiased, unfiltered information, and it's true. All right, and when it's my opinion, I try and let you know that. Okay, I try and make sure that that the folks understand that this is my opinion. All right, just like we like to say here at Crash Course that we firmly do not believe that the direct repair program, all right, or that the insurance companies administer, or it's called the DRP or the insurance-sponsored collision program, whatever name you want to give it. It's basically body shops that are in bed with the insurance company, right? You've heard me talk about this on, and we'll keep talking about it, all right, because that's what we're doing here. All right, Crash Course, all right? We're giving you guys the real information, all right, so you can make good decisions. And, but you've heard me say, right, with respect to that program, that it is the opinion, the humble opinion, I always like to put humble in there, of yours truly, and of course Collision Service Network, that we feel that program is very detrimental to the industry and to the consumer. Okay, so it acts as a de facto monopoly. All right, but we'll leave that at that. We're going to table that. There we go. We just tabled it. All right, and let's get back to what I started saying about how we give you information and knowledge that you need and can use, and advice you can trust. All right, so we're going to use that as a segue, all right, because we did actually help somebody. Hey, John. Gonna give you a shout out, John. All right. Hopefully you're catching this podcast. So let me just paraphrase John's problem real quick. So John gave me a call. He heard the podcast. He listened to me. He was excited. He was charged up, amped up, all ready to go. He left me a message. I got right back to him. Unfortunately for John, I'm gonna give you a call to follow up, and hopefully my advice helped you glean a little more money from your settlement. John unfortunately came to me a little too late. All right, he had gotten involved with the insurance guys. All right, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, his motorcycle was involved in an accident, was damaged. They didn't want to fix it. They called it a total loss, and so he sent me the settlement papers. I was able to review them. I discussed his situation with an associate of mine who we do work together for. Specifically, this gentleman specializes in handling these type of cases. So I reached out to him. I got we kind of picked each other's brain, and we both decided that there wasn't a lot of good options for John. All right, namely because of what happened with the insurance. But let me hold that off because I want to deliver that. That's the punchline to this story. So I want to deliver that. Let me just say though that I reviewed all John's paperwork, the settlement paperwork, and I did identify, all right, that there was an option there for him to recover more money. All right, there was some prior damage that they took. I felt it was very excessive based on what John was telling me, and I identified that. I told him how to go about making sure that he recovers that. And that he, should call the insurance company and challenge him on that, and he should be successful and recover that extra money. All right. So, John, I hope you're listening to this podcast, buddy. All right. Please spread the word. All right. Tell the folks, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your business associates. Start tuning in to Crash Course. All right. Because we're always looking out for the folks. All right, that's what we're doing here. And CollisionServiceNetwork.com exists for the same reason. All right. We promote and support the independently owned and operated auto body industry. And of course, we help the folks, right? We have an amazing network of, amazing auto body partners there. All right, you can find a shop there that's going to work for you, not the insurance guys. All right, trustworthy, professional, and with the technical aptitude. Okay, that's CollisionServiceNetwork.com. Please go there, check us out. Please opine and leave us a nice little review at Google. All right, the old Google review, Google. Seems like if you're not Googling, you don't exist today. But I'm excited about that because we finally put that option on the site. All right. So if you like the show, if you heard something, or you gleaned something useful, or you got a kick out of it, let everybody know. Please keep spreading the word. All right, folks. It's very important. All right, what we talk about. I know sometimes it's mundane. It's not exciting, right? It's not like sitting around talking about a baseball game or basketball or, or talking about girls or girls talking about guys, whatever you do, whatever excites you. But it is very important stuff, all right, at the end of the day. And unfortunately, so many people are just not informed about the issues when it comes to auto body, the auto body industry, insurance products, all right, and what your rights and expectations are as it relates to your insurance policy. All right, so now the punchline with John, all right, here's the punchline. So the punchline to the John problem, and again, John, appreciate being able to help you out, man. Sorry I wasn't able to do a little better for you. But unfortunately, the old saga there, you came to me just a little too late, all right? Or what do they say? $1 late, a day short. Right. But hopefully the one thing I pointed out, all right, ended up panning out for you and you were able to recover some more money on your settlement. So the punchline here that I keep holding out on is, guess what? John was lied to by the insurance company. Folks, all right, now I'm getting juiced, all right? When I get juiced, you got to strap in. Things get wild and crazy. So what do I mean by he was lied to by the insurance company? All right, this is what, listen up. Hello. All right, listen up. This is why I keep trying to talk to everybody out there and the folks, okay? The insurance company, they're not your friend. I know it's a shocker. Some people grabbing their chests. Some people sitting down, fanning themselves right now. All right, maybe you got to grab a cold drink or something. They're not your friends. Now, what do I mean by that? Do I mean they're the police? They're going to come arrest you and everything? No, but they're in a business, and they're in business to what? Save money. You pay them money. Right? You write a check. You pay your premium. And that money accumulates and accumulates and accumulates for years and years and years. And they do whatever they want with it. They invest it, or they sit on it, or they put it in a money market, whatever they do. And then you come along and you need to use some of that money, and they turn around and say, oh shit, wait a minute. John actually needs us now? Oh, okay. Well, how much can we get away with not paying John? All right. Now, obviously, folks, I'm being facetious here. I'm being funny. But it's not really funny because it's true. This is what goes through their mind. The minute you pick up the phone to make a claim, they're already thinking about ways to save money on you. All right. But if you listen to me, you listen to Crash Course, you're not going to get duped like John did. All right. Now, John was laughing when he called me because he said that he found me and he heard me on the podcast, but he admitted it was too late, right? But it's not going to be too late for you. All right, because you guys are listening to me right now, and if you get into a jam or you have to use the insurance companies, you're gonna be able to make the right choice. So, what do I mean by they lied to him? Right? Everybody's probably like, "Oh, what the hell is this guy talking about? They're lying. I pay insurance every year. Insurance companies, my friend, I've been told, you pay your premium, you have a coverage. If you have an issue, you call them, and they help you. Yeah, they help you, right? They're gonna give you a check, but they lied to him. Okay, I'm sorry. I know that comes as a lightning rod to some people. Now, what do I mean by they lied? Well, here's what happened, folks. You see, John had a claim with his motorcycle. They deemed it a total. And then you know what they said to John? They said, "Oh, by the way, John, do you have a bill of sale for the bike?" And John said, "Yeah, I actually do." "Oh, could you send that to us so we could just take a look at it?" Now, John bought the motorcycle used, folks. Okay? Didn't buy it new. So there's no window sticker. All right? No dealer invoice. Okay? This was a bill of sale. Bill of sale. All right? This is a used bike. And unfortunately for John forwarded that bill of sale to the insurance company. Now, again, good for the insurance company, very bad for John. Right? And folks, it's an innocent mistake. All right, I get it. Most people are ignorant of all this. They're ignorant of the auto body industry. They're ignorant of the insurance industry. But ignorance isn't bliss. All right? I know we've been told otherwise, but in this instance, it's not bliss. Trust me. Okay. In fact, ignorance in this industry and the auto body industry can get you in a lot of trouble and cause you a lot of headaches. All right. But keep listening to Crash Course, and you're not going to have any headaches, and you're going to get the last laugh, not them. All right. So, so they asked him for a bill of sale. Now, in New York State, all right. Now, listen up. Hello. Listen up. In New York State, Reg 64 says, okay, this is what's written, this is what's in the regulation, that if a vehicle, motorcycle, truck, or otherwise, is purchased within 180 days of the loss, okay, they have to settle based on the window sticker, right, or the dealer invoice. So it means if you bought a car for $50,000, you drove off the lot, and a month later, bam, you totaled the thing, and you financed it, they have to settle based on the window sticker, based on what you paid for, not based on what some actual cash evaluation that they figured out comes back, all right? And they have to include the sales tax on that too. In John's case was very unique because it was a used bike, all right? Used, not even new. But here's what the insurance company did. They asked him for a bill of sale. Sneaky, right? Who asks for a bill of sale on a used bike? They do. Okay. When they did, guess what? They triggered an exclusion in that rule. That's right. See, the exclusion says that they have to pay the window sticker or the dealer invoice. Or, okay, and I say or because in this case here, we drill down even further. Guess what? In John's case, it gets even more specific because guess what? It wasn't a window sticker. It was a used car. But guess what the insurance company did? All right? Guess what they did? Not only did they ask for the bill of sale and they lied to him, all right, about the settlement, The actual cash valuation came back higher than what John paid for the bike. Right. Okay. Higher by about almost $3,000. So you see, John called me because John was smart and he saw that it looked like he was getting screwed. And he was. So he called me for my help. I helped him. But I didn't give him quite the answer that he was looking for, because the answer that I had to give him was basically what the insurance company did to him. So they asked him for the bill of sale on a used bike, looked at the bill of sale and said, wow, that's great, John. You paid $5,000 for the bike. Guess what you're getting, John? $5,000. But the bike actual cash valuation in the market came back almost $7,000. John got screwed. Yes, because that's what the insurance company does. They'll screw you if they can. They did it legally and they did it ethically. I would say a little unethically, though, because they kind of lied to him, right? It was a used bike. They're asking for a bill of sale. Me, I would have told them, I don't have a bill of sale. I don't have anything. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so the moral of the story here, folks, is you need to be informed, right? You need to have the knowledge and the information when you deal with these people to make sure you're not getting ripped off, okay? And you will get ripped off. They're not your friend. All right, insurance company's not your friend. All right? So in John's case, unfortunately, what they did was legal, but a little unethical. All right? At any rate, we were able to help him out. So moral of the story is, we're here for you. Give us a call, 631-452-2569. And you can find more information on how to contact me and Collision Service Network on the website. And please, we help people across all spectrums of this, all right? If you're looking for a body shop, you have a problem with a body shop, maybe you think you're getting screwed over there. I don't know, you have to file a claim with the insurance company. You're unsure. You don't know if they're telling you the right thing, if they're doing the right thing. Give us a call. We're going to help you out. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, remember, they lied to John. All right, didn't give him the right information. And as a result, John got less money. Okay? So what's going to happen, folks? They're not going to turn around and say, oh, you know what, John, don't worry about it. Here you go, man. Bike came back at almost $7,000. We're going to give you a check. No. They're going to say, wait a minute. We're going to pay him $5,000. That's what he paid for the bike. All right. So we're going to finish up this segment here, or this episode, I should say. All right. Back to basics. Okay. You've heard me say this before. All right. But I want to touch on telematics. All right. I know some people are probably like, telematics? What is he going to talk about? Telephones and games? No, what I'm going to touch on, and this kills me. I mean, this really grinds my gears, this stuff. I had a customer come in to my shop, right? Because you guys know I'm not just an academic or talking head. I actually work in the industry. And the customer said to me something that really went through my head like a shot. All right. Well, I'm saving money on my premium. I'm saving money on my insurance premium because the insurance company had me stick the stuff in my car, and they're saving me like 20% on my premium. Like, people, I tell you, it's funny. People are just gullible and they just go along. Remember what I said earlier? The insurance company's not your friend, folks. Telematics. All right. This has been out for a long time. So what the insurance company wants you to do is stick a little gadget, plug it into the brain of your car, and they're going to extract all kinds of data from that. All right? How fast you drive, how aggressive you are in your turns and your braking, how many miles you drive, all these different things. And I know everybody turns around and they're like, what's the big deal? I'm saving money. Folks, saving money isn't the end all. What you're not saving is your privacy. Okay? You're surrendering all of this. The insurance companies are data driven. So you're giving all of this stuff to them for nothing, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to screw you. Right? They're going to screw you. Yeah, they're saving you 30%, but guess what? When they find out that your car was parked at the bar at 2 a.m. on a Friday night, they think you're in there having a lemonade and some French fries? Maybe you are. But they're not going to assume that. They're going to assume you were drinking. And if you're drinking, you're driving your car late at night, insurance guys, they don't like that. That's a higher risk. Whoops. Premium's going up. Looks like that 30% discount's evaporating. All right. Then they see that you look like you're very aggressive. Very aggressive. Your turns are very aggressive. Your braking is aggressive. You accelerate very hard. I got to tell you, that's a no-no too. We're going to raise your rate again. Do you see what I'm doing here, folks? Do you get this? Okay. What looks good is very bad. All right? Don't fall for the bait and switch. Okay? Don't be a bait fish in the big ocean. Don't. All right? It's all bullshit. There you go. First explicative of the episode. It's all bullshit. Okay? My wife likes to say it's your favorite saying. It's all bullshit. It is. It's all bullshit. Because what they're doing is they're dangling this over here. All right? It's almost like the Wizard of Oz. Remember the Wizard of Oz? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Woo! Okay. The man behind the curtain is the insurance company. Right? Pay no attention to any of this over here. Folks, stop. Stop it. It's not good. It's not good for you. It's good for them. Not good for you. You're giving up your privacy. You're giving up. You're giving the insurance companies thrive on data. You're giving them more data to build a case against you to say you suck. You're not. They might even turn around as a result of you allowing them to track you, monitor you. They might turn around and say, hey, you know what? Go away. We don't even want you here anymore. We're dropping you. So there goes. Bye-bye. There goes that 30% savings. Whoop. Right out the window. All right. And now, guess what? Go try and get insurance somewhere else. Because guess what? All that data that you were giving them that you thought was so cool because you're getting that 30%. Woo! I'm getting that 30% discount, man. The insurance company's tracking me. They know where I am. They can, they know how long I stay out, how many miles I drive, where I go. But that's cool, man, because I got a 30% discount. Yeah. Now you got nothing and they dropped you. And now go try and get insurance somewhere else. Because you're fooling yourself if you don't think that same data pool is going to be available to the next insurance company. Okay? It is. So you're screwed. Folks, I'm telling you. Listen, take it from an old fart. All right? I'm 61. I'm way past that curve. So, I know a lot of folks out there, a lot younger than me, that are listening to me. I'm trying to drill this into your head, all right? This is not good. All right? And this isn't a dig on technology. Look, I got a cell phone. I just now got an iPad, all right? I got a laptop, okay? I listen to, I got my iTunes and my whatever else. It don't work, though, of course. Technology, great when it works. But serious. So I got all this shit, all right? I get it. It's not a dig against technology. I know, this little guy's an old fart. He's just, he's just badgering. I'm not badgering. I'm speaking from experience. Folks, I worked in that industry. I sat through more insurance seminars, more middle management meetings, and I'm telling you, these guys were salivating at the bit. They look like Pavlov's dogs every time you ring the bell. Okay? A lot of you out there probably don't even know what the hell that is anymore. All right? Look it up. It was some Russian guy in Siberia that had nothing to do when he used dogs to experiment with and ring a bell, and they would start salivating because they thought they were getting fed. I don't know. I think it's that. I don't know. At any rate, the symbolism, it fits, okay? All right, so just stop it. All right, folks, do not do this. When they tell you, hey, listen, man, you plug this little device in your car, I'm going to give you a 30% discount. You tell them, I think I'm good. I'm okay. I don't really need that discount. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. All right, don't do it. All right. It's not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for anyone. It's good for them. Very good for them. And maybe even the government. I mean, for all the hell we know, maybe the government's going to pinch in there and extract some of that. I don't know. All I'm saying is what looks good today, okay, is the very thing that's going to screw you later on. Okay? Think about it. Thomas Jefferson told us that too. Thomas Jefferson, one of our greatest founding fathers, very wise and intelligent man. All right, he put that a little differently, and he was applying it to a different premise. He said that the very thing that you think you need and want today will be the very thing that destroys you later. All right, and he was talking, of course, in sense of, security, giving up, freedom for so-called security. Folks, you're doing the same thing here, though. It's the same concept. You're giving up privacy. You're giving up your freedom to operate your car, all right, the way you want. Doesn't mean you're any worse off or better than anybody else driving the car. You might still be a very, very good driver, right? And guess what? They don't give a shit. They're going to go by the numbers, the data, because they're data driven. Get it? Are you getting it now? I hope you are. Okay? And you're going to get screwed. Okay? It's bad enough they're looking at our credit records now. They're looking into our consumer reports. They're looking into everything, folks. Don't help them. What do I always say here? The insurance companies don't need help. They don't need our help. All right? All right, we're going to end up this episode by saying, well, I've said this before. It's very important that you understand your options, okay, when it comes to, and your rights and expectations when it comes to your insurance policy. I can't emphasize that enough, all right? It's a contract, folks, all right? We all know what a contract is. If you don't, you should. It's an agreement between two parties, all right, with certain expectations written down and agreed to. Right? That's a contract, basic contract sense. Right? You can get real technical. Some lawyer out there right now is probably laughing. This guy's, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Listen, it's basic, right? It's two people get together, they agree on a certain set of parameters, conditions, and that's what they're going to work toward, right? And expectations are set. Same thing with your insurance policy. So understand your rights and expectations there. You're a party to that contract. All right? That's what we're doing here at Crash Course. All right, folks, we're going to leave it at that. Tune in next time. Hey, listen, I want to give everybody a heads up out there. We're bringing back something really cool. If you followed us on the radio, this is really fun. We had a great time with this. We used to give out prizes. We used to give out gift cards to Dunkin' Donuts, to 7-Eleven. I sent all kinds of paraphernalia, shirts, and everything. It was great. We had a blast with it. And I've spoken with my engineer, my good buddy here, Anthony. He's been with me through this amazing and ubiquitous travel here. And I think we can work some type of format out with that. All right, I'm excited. He thinks we can put some kind of format together with that. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about the one and only question of the day. Bye. We're gonna have a prop next week, next show, and it's gonna be a whistle. Hello. All right. So at any rate, what was I saying? Yeah. So we're gonna bring back question of the day. All right. So cool. Basically, I'm going to lay it out there at the beginning of the show, all right? And folks are going to have the opportunity to respond to it, all right? Whoever answers it right, obviously, will get a little something from us, all right? We're working that out, all right? And we're working out the format. But we're going to go with it. We're going to start rolling it out next show. So look for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Remember what I said? We try and have fun here and educate you at the same time. Followed up with Assemblyman Gandolfo. All right, I called his office. He is looking into the status with the Department of Financial Services getting the regulation changed. All right, so we're still on top of that. All right, everybody, enjoy your day, your week, your night, your morning, whatever time it is when you're viewing me. I still can't get used to that. Radio show, I knew I was on at a certain time, so I knew when the folks were listening. But at any rate, listen, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please keep following us. Please keep spreading the word. All right. We're really starting to grow. We're really starting to get a lot of traction. We love that. All right. We love you guys checking us out. All right. Like I said, I'm here for the folks. Crash Course, the one and only.